the feed store to buy a bag of straw for the chicken coop. Saturdays is the day that I usually do the real deep cleaning in the chicken coop. Even though during the week I do some cleaning almost every day. This week though, I kind of let it go because of things that went on. I wish around here they sold bags of straw, but they don't. But I don't mind going to the feed store. So that's what I'm doing. I have a lot to do at home. A lot of cleaning. It just seems like it's been one thing after another. I was real sick with respiratory and then a stomach thing and then all those days with migraines, and I would just manage to do some regular picking up, but I really need to do some real good cleaning inside. And also I don't know if this person, I can't even remember her name, I don't know if she watches my YouTube channel, but I just heard a strange noise from my car. A couple weeks ago, I was so surprised to see I had an order, well, I had an email regarding something that I had a picture of in my Hopeless website. And this lady contacted me and asked me if the camouflage ear warmer that I have posted there was available. I'll tell you, I've had no business in that website for so long that I was just so shocked. And it's my fault. I have been horrible at updating it. Just horrible. It's just, I have to do everything on my phone. And it's really hard on my eyes, especially my right eye that has that problem with the retina. Anyway, I asked her to give me a couple days that I could look through my inventory because I have a plastic storage tote bucket that has things in it that are supposed to go on the website, and there's some things in there that are on the website that haven't sold. And I guess I sold the camouflage ear warmer. Well, I do remember a few years ago, a lady contacted me, and she does watch my channel, and she had ordered, I think 2 of those, one for her and one for her friend. And anyway, I asked this lady that recently contacted me after I discovered I didn't have one. I mean, they don't take any time to make it, you know that. If she could give me a couple days. And she was in no rush. She even wanted to pay ahead, and I told her no, because that puts pressure on me. But then I got sick with those migraines. I could not do anything. And I asked her for some more time. And she was very kind about it. And then I was going back and forth to the doctors, and I did forget about it. Then I remembered it, and I didn't want to go buy a skein of the camouflage yarn just for that. I knew I had a skein, and I searched and searched, and I found it. And then I don't know, something else came up, and I never got to it. And then recently, you know what I've dealt with Monster. So I need to, if you watch this video, you'll understand why I haven't gotten you your ear warmer made. But I did ask her how she found my website, and I don't think she ever answered. So I'm going to make a point today to email her and explain how it's been just a chain of events. And I'm going to make it. And I'm just going to send it to her. She already sent her address. I'm just going to send it to her for free. Because this does not look good on me. You know, that it took so long. And also that the picture of it was still up on my website when I don't have one in inventory. But like I said, and like many of you know, they don't take long to make. But this is just doesn't look good for me. And so I'm just going to make it. I don't know if I'll get to it today. I may start it today. But when it is done, I'm just going to send it to her for free with a little thank you note. And that's the best I can do. And I hope that that's okay. Little meltdown this morning because giving Sadie her breakfast, it's just so strange not to have Monster around there and be under my feet. She was something else in the morning. Boy, did she want her breakfast. And she would get on her back legs, and with her two front paws, you know, she'd start tapping the back of my leg when I was at my sink opening their food. She would start tapping my leg. She would start going around in circles. She wanted to be fed. And sometimes I'd have to get on her because she was so tiny. You know, if I took one step back or one step to the side, I was afraid to step on her. And it's just so... it's awkward not to have that going on in the morning or later on in the afternoon when I give, you know, their supper. So it really got to me this morning. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Okay. And again, Sadie didn't react at all when Monster would have those episodes. And I always thought that animals, especially if they're bonded, you know, living together and everything, that when it came time for one of them to pass away, the other would sense that. But I'll tell you, there was no reaction from Sadie. And yesterday I noticed a little something about Sadie. Like I mentioned in the video, she was it seemed like she was looking around or waiting for Monster to be fed first. And she was the same way this morning. And she's the same way when I say, Sadie, you gotta go out for potty. She goes to the door and goes out down my stairs, but sometimes it appears to me like she's waiting for Monster. So I don't know. I'd rather her be this way than be depressed herself or be sick about it. I imagine they have their own way to deal with things. I have heard and I have read that your pets know when you are slipping away, that they sense that. And I also know from a undertaker that I know, I wouldn't say he's a friend, but he's an acquaintance, you know. He's not a stranger to me. He has mentioned that they've learned, the undertakers, you know, they go to all these licensed and well in business. They have all kinds of conferences all over the country, maybe all over the world, that they go to, and seminars. And they have been taught, they've learned that that when we pass away before our pets, that our pets mourn. And it has been suggested at these conferences for the funeral homes to allow a person's pet to come in and go up to the casket, I guess to sniff or something. I don't know. And I know it sounds morbid, but this is, it's part of life. It's part of death and dying. And there are some funeral homes that even have a dog at the funeral home to help people through the grieving. That I know personally. I know that for sure. I know of one. And so animals, I mean, they are God's little creatures, and God created them, and God has trusted us to love them and take care of them to the best that we can. And some of them, God has just put where they can, He watches over them, but they fend for themselves. I'm not about to bring in an elephant or a lion or a tiger. I think that they're so majestic, though, but I'm not about to bring one in as a pet. So, thank God for all the animals, even ones that kind of creep me out, like spiders, snakes. I mean, they all have their place, right? Yesterday, I was going to take Sadie for a walk and had a meltdown. I couldn't take her. Just so many memories, of her and Monster going for a walk, and Monster always trying to lead the way, and good memories, but it would have just been hard, too hard. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day, all you mothers. I sure miss my mother. And tomorrow at church, we'll be having after the service, we'll be having a luncheon and fellowship to celebrate the mothers. Friends came by sometime last week before all this happened. My friends that live local and are subscribers. They surprised me. I was laying down and they texted saying we're gonna make a drop off, and they brought me a whole box of these, which is so good. It's only 1 gram of sugar, and they brought me 2 or 3, I can't remember, but I know at least 2 cases of water. Everyone knows I love to drink water, and I'll tell you, that was right on time, because since all this has happened, I've really not had an appetite. I've been kind of picking, because if not, my blood sugar will drop. So, but I haven't downtown center. It could be a craft fair. I wonder if Jamie from Jamie's Hooked is there. Boy, they got some beautiful tomato plants out here standing so tall and proud. And some nice pepper plants. I'm still thinking about doing a garden this year, but I'm going to do it in a plastic storage tote. I have one that is bent. The top of it is bent, so no cover will fit on it. And I'm going to put some holes in the bottom. And I'm going to put it on a couple cinder blocks. We have some cinder blocks on the land. And I'm going to put it up on a couple cinder blocks so no fire ants get it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to buy no plants today. I'm here for straw. But I think that's what I am going to do. Don't you think that's a good idea? All right. I'm going to let you go. And I'll talk to you later.